guys, I've got another action figure review for you today, and this time we're going to take a look at the DC Comics Unlimited Flash. So I figured since I talked about him in my last review so much, I just upload them back to back so you guys could compare the classic Flash to the new 52 Flash. And so that's what we're going to do today. I'll start off with the packaging, so I'm just going to move him out of the way for a second. You've got the DC Comics Unlimited packaging. Really nice looking. You can see the top, DC Comics Unlimited. You've got the really nice artwork from the new 52 Flash, I believe the first issue. Just a name, DC Comics, all that jazz. Everybody loves this packaging, and I can see exactly why. It's really nice. So on the back you have a nice, that image gets bigger for you. And you have his real name, occupation, location, powers, abilities, skills. The other figures in the wave, the New 52 Shiny Superman and New 52 Hawkman. Both really nice figures, ones I'd like to get in my collection, but have yet to pick up. I've yet to see Hawkman in stores. I don't know if anybody else has, but I have seen Shiny Superman, just not Hawkman at all. And then you also have just a quick read-up about the character, which I cannot fit on camera normally. But, yeah. So yeah, really nice packaging, and a lot of people like to keep it. They say they're tempted to keep their figures mint on card just because of the packaging. But alas, I like to display my figures, and so he is out. And this is a really nice figure. When I saw the waves, the first couple waves of Batman Unlimited and DC Comics Unlimited, this was one of the ones I was really excited about because I didn't have a Flash figure yet, and I actually really liked the design of this figure, as well as his costume design in the New 52. So, yeah. I actually picked mine up in my local Target. Yes, local Target. He's $15 there, and I had a $5 Target gift card as well as $5 credit from Mattel for my Black Canary with the horribly broken leg. So I put both those towards him and ended up only paying like $6 or something for him. So really nice price for him, and totally worth it because he's again a really nice figure. So I'll just give you a quick look at him in detail. So you have a new face sculpt compared to the classic Flash. And you know what? I'll just bring him in now to show you that. So, I think actually, yeah. Yes, it is a new face sculpt. I'm sorry. I mean, it is the same character, so I suppose they do want them to look somewhat alike, but yeah, you can see little differences. And as far as the differences between the costume designs, you have slightly different wings on the helmet, as well as the lines in it. You can see those. None on the classic Flash. And then he has the chin strap in the new 52, which I happen to really like. I think it suits him being the fastest man in the world. I don't know why. I just kind of like the idea. You can see my, there's a little chip in the paint on the right wing, but not a huge deal. His chin strap actually also is a little bit wonky, but no biggie. It's in really good shape otherwise, except for his two colored legs, which seem to just plague all of the red figures in the DC lines. But it's a lot worse on this figure than it is on the classic Flash. But it seems to be just the way it is. So, otherwise he is just, you know, an all red figure. But the difference is that he's got this the yellow like lightning lines all across the body, and this seems to be kind of a love it or hate it kind of thing between amongst collectors and comic fans and whatnot. The lines that they have on this figure aren't actually on his costume. They're just, you know, they kind of show up when he's running. and they're supposed, you know, if you can see it in the artwork on the box, even, just these little tiny lines, you know, that just show up because, you know, he's the fastest man in the world and he's like lightning, right? So, really they're just supposed to be like surrounding him, and they're supposed to be very small, but something about, I really like them on the figure because it just kind of spices up like an all solid color figure. If I had to, like, if I had a choice, I would say make them thinner. From far away looking at this camera right now, they actually look quite thin, but when you're looking at the actual figure, you can see the real thickness of it. You know, I would have liked them to be like half as thin to show that they really are not there. Of course, that's, you know, that's some fine detail work we're talking about, but had they done that, I think it would have been really nice, really, really, really nice. Otherwise, you know, they're really nicely painted. They look really good, and again, I still like them because they do just kind of spice them up a little bit. I like the change in the costume where this bit on his waist is symmetrical in the sense, well, you know, it has like comes to a V. Yeah, I like that better than the classic just across. But you know, that's again just personal preference. Whatever you like better. Just noting I like it. So yeah, all of it's really nice, and my favorite part compared to the old figure is that his chest emblem is sculpted. It's actually raised on his chest, so that looks really nice, and it's painted with the yellow and like an iridescent white, so it's really shiny, and you can see it reflecting in the lights right now, actually. And I like that his new emblem has no black in it, because I don't know why, but something about his old emblem having the black in it, and then none of the rest of the costume having any black in it just bugged me. It's like this, just this touch of black that, I don't know. My boyfriend says I'm crazy, but I like this a lot, that there's no black in it, that it's sculpted. Everything about it's really nice. And lastly, what I really like is the boots. I think these are much more suitable for the fastest man in the world. They're so slim. They have this really slim profile. The feet are smaller. The boots are, like, they look like they're, like, skin tight. And they've got all the cool, you know, armor lines in them that, just have this like high-tech, really cool look. You know, and they even have just like little kind of lightning bolt triangles sort of on the bottom. So that's really cool. I really like them a lot, and they're a brighter yellow than his previous boots. So I like that too. I think it's really fresh looking. And like I said in my previous review, these are really bulky, I think. The one thing is the wingtips, you know, I happen to like the wingtips, so it's kind of you know, I kind of miss them, kind of don't, because I mean, they're not really practical, but at the same time, they're kind of, you know, that classic look that's really cool. But definitely like this figure. Oh, he does come, I forgot to show his accessories, my goodness. They're not that interesting. But he does come with the little, kind of lightning plastic accessory things. Superman shield shape. At least this time they took the S off. So this one plugs into his back, and now this one actually, you know, he obviously actually has a hole in his back, not filled in, but still wondering why the classic Flash has a hole at all that had to be plugged. So then you just, and then these could go on his wrists. And I find the ones that go on his wrists don't stay very well on the wrists. I actually heated them up in boiling water, and then I squeezed them shut. Like, I heated them in boiling water and then just held them like this and just squeezed them shut. And that helped a little bit, but, I mean, once I put them on his wrists again, I found that they just started to kind of, I guess, you know, just widen again and start to fall off. They seem to be staying put right now. You know, they're decent accessories, but they weren't initially designed for Flash, and I don't really think he needs them at all. I especially don't like the wrist ones. They fall off. They get annoying. The one on his back I don't mind too much, and I've considered posing him with it, but as of right now I don't. So that's that, and so then he's left with this big hole in his back. But if you have him, you know, posing forward, no big deal, nobody's gonna see it. Yeah. So, I believe that hits all the points of his details and all that. Just give you another kind of once-over. But definitely a really good looking figure. I personally do prefer it over the classic look, and I'm definitely happy that I was able to pick this guy up in stores, didn't have to pay more for him online or anything. Yeah, just really good looking. I mean, other than those legs, which just yuck, Mattel yuck. But maybe someday they'll learn how to make red figures. So I'll go through articulation. His head, you know, 360. It goes up and down, but not quite as nicely as the classic Flash for some reason. He's also very stiff. I find that the DC and Batman Unlimited figures are much stiffer. But his arms do go around and in and out. He has a bicep swivel, single elbow, and wrist twist. And an ab crunch that is much tighter than classic as well. And a waist twist. T-jointed legs, in and out, forward and back. Twist above the knee. Single knee. And ankle articulation. So, pretty standard there. But yeah, he's definitely a really awesome figure. And I'm just going to put in the classic Flash next to him for the sort of final shot. Both really nice figures, and depending on depending on which costume design you like better, you can pick up either one or both. And I'm sure you all heard that crash and then me laughing. That was Miles Morales crash in the review, quite literally. Say hi, Miles. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah. So these are the Flashes. Both Barry Allen, soon to be joined by Wally West Flash from the Matty Collector, DC... What is it? DC Signature Infinite Earths, whatever they call it. So, yeah. These are your choices for Barry Allen, there that is. And you've got the classic costume and the New 52. Both excellent figures, and I recommend both of them. So I hope you enjoyed this review, guys, and the previous one, if you watched both. And so this has been a look at the DC Comics Unlimited New 52 Flash, and I'll see you guys in future reviews. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.